Welcome to the Maple and Mango Show. This is Rafael, your host. This is the second episode. On this episode, we're going to be talking about a very important topic, and that is the topic of the power of positive thinking. And I can tell you that the world these days is more about negativity than ever before, and it's not because there is more negativity in the world right now. Negativity is being always part of our lifestyle. However, these days, because of social media and the reach of the news, anything bad that happens seems to become a viral thing everywhere. Yet, there are so many amazing things happening around us all the time, and we never get to hear those things. I remember when we had a pandemic going on, there was so much negativity in there, and I remember one day I walked into this person's house, and she was selling some things, and she's been working day and night to create masks to give away to people. And this is just a single mother with some daughters that she had, and she's trying to make a difference. And these kind of things we never get to hear. We never get to hear the people that are making a difference. I seen some local businesses giving away 20, 30 pizzas to the homeless going in the streets for Christmas Day, and we never hear this anywhere. So the only thing that really gets blown out of proportion is that negative news, they spread like wildfire. So I got 5 points to cover. Right here. And some of the things that I learned throughout my life and throughout my experiences, through reading books and through going to the seminars and coaches and all of that. And that I believe these 5 points that I am about to give you can make a difference in your life. I know they have made wonders in my life, and hopefully you can learn something from there. So, number one is find perspective in everything. Find perspective in everything that you do. Whenever you're finding perhaps upset, whenever you're finding yourself perhaps a bit too emotional about something that you're not happy with it, think about perspective. Remember that if you're thinking of something and it's not serving you, who is it serving really? If you're thinking of something and it's not serving you, who is it serving really? The negative side of your mind. I've heard somebody once say, if you get two wolves to fight, which one of them do you think is going to win? And the answer is the one you feed. If you get feeding the negative thoughts, they're always going to win over the positive side of things. All right? So think about it. If you're thinking, let's say, for an example, I got fired from this job. I can never make it. I cannot find a job. I cannot do anything else anymore. How is that serving you for the better? How is that serving you for the positive? It is not. Okay? So, a good way to think about it, well, now I got fired from that job. I have an opportunity perhaps to go and find something better. I don't know what is out there, but because I was comfortable in that job, I never took the initiative to go and find something else. And now I have the free time. Yes, I know that there is stressors around this. Yes, there is bills to pay. There is all these things that are happening, but those things will never become opportunities if that wasn't taken away from you. Just to give you an example. Number two. So that was number one. Number two is exercise and meditate. Exercise and meditate. I can tell you one thing. Negative thinking many times comes from not being in the positive physical state. And what that means is if we spend the whole day sitting on the couch, perhaps, eating foods that don't really help our body and all of that, the mind follows right there because you're hurting, so exercise and meditate is both things, physically and mentally. So when we slow down our thoughts, when we get grounded, when we connect to nature, that makes a huge difference. I can tell you from experience, go hug a tree. That's right, I said it. Go hug a tree. Get in nature. And those things, they help a lot, all right? So that was number two. Number three is focus on the solution. So think about the solution, not so much about the problem. think about the solution, not so much about the problem. Remember, what we think about comes about. Remember, if you focus on problems, you will manifest problems. If you focus on solutions, you will manifest solutions. And that's why that point is very important. Focus on the solution. Now, number 4 is limit exposure to negativity. Limit exposure to negativity. And what that means is there is so many forms of negativity that we get these days. I already mentioned social media, but they are the news. I laughed the other day. I have a friend of mine that's always, he's not very happy about life and just talking about all the bad that's going in the world. So, but just imagine this. I told him this. Imagine you get up in the morning, you're expecting to have a great day, and the first thing that you do is turn on the news to hear about rapists, hearing about war and death and sickness and all of this, and expect to have a positive day. So limit that stuff, okay? So focus on getting away from negativity as much as you can. That's one thing that you can easily control. The other thing is that sometimes it's hard to get away from negativity. Sometimes it is the closest people to us that bring it to us. And this part right here is something that I have done in the past, because sometimes it's the very close relatives of mine that the first thing they do is about complaining about everything and things like this. And you love them, you cannot completely exclude them from your life, but you limit your exposure to them. Now remember this phrase: it doesn't matter who is giving you the poison, the end result is the same. Doesn't matter if it is your worst enemy or if it is your best friend. So exposure to negativity, doesn't matter who it's coming from, you need to find a way to get away from that. Okay, so, and the last thing is you gotta think. Your mind is a factory. Your mind is a factory. Whatever ingredients you feed it is going to manufacture. Whatever ingredients you feed it is going to manufacture. So if you start your day by thinking about negative things, oh my goodness, I have to go to work. Oh my goodness, I had to make breakfast. Oh my goodness, I had to get ready. Oh my goodness, I get to drive in traffic. That will not serve you. The same thing, you can switch that to I get to. Oh my goodness, I get to go to work. That means you have a job. Oh my goodness, I get to dress up. That means you have clothes. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna be in traffic. Yes, I get to drive. I own a car. All right? So find a way to find the silver lining in every situation. So I hope that you found value. And this is the second episode, official episode. If you find value in here, if there is at least one thing that you found that you can implement and can help you have a better life, please share this with somebody that can benefit as well. Like and subscribe so we can reach out more people, so we can reach out larger community. Let's go.